continue to keep me and the Jamaica Labour Party firm and strong. I pray to God to give me the energy we need to keep Jamaica and our people firm and strong. Stand up, Labour rights. Stand up for justice. Stand up for truth. Labour rights are proud of their party.
In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. Jamaica, nobody fuss, nobody fight. We did not feel your labor right. No shaky boat because a woman will die. We did not feel your labor right. The river come down green, it's so pretty and bright. We did not feel your labor right. The way me love shower in a green, me baptized. We did not feel your labor right. Right now me nah worry about visa, cause we up on the greatest leader. Me nah run way, go a foreign like triple X and go deep, grab a leg out a freezer. Both ya fit on green like Tracina. I will say no, we is freeze for the teachers. We have the prettiest women like Anne-Marie Vaz and sexy Benicia. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. Oh no, see Center, my servant center. You know, St. James parameter. Our doctors see that they use garbage bag. Yo, does you go on like you know member. Now blessings that flow like river. Every bad prayer return to sender. Dr. Cole and Blair teach drop out from when PNP never buy them no denture. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory.
Good morning, Liberates, and good morning to all other comebacks watching this channel. Welcome to another episode of Political Hard Talk. I am your host, none other than the greatest Laborite alive. Good morning, my people. Good morning. So let's jump right into the shout outs, my people, and then we're going to get into the meat of the matter. See? So, Larry, big up yourself. Father Dark Knight, big up yourself. Mark Nemad, big up yourself. Michelle Thousand, good morning. Andal, big up. Warrell, big up yourself. Keishan, good morning. Tanya, big up yourself. Keisha, big up yourself. Sharon, big up yourself. Preston, big up yourself. Kareen, big up yourself. Byron, big up yourself. Everton, big up. Dahlia, big up yourself. Father Bertie, big up yourself. Good morning. Glenmure, big up yourself. Falsh, big up yourself. Mama Winsome, good morning. Good morning to my beautiful wife. Good morning, baby. Lisa Hall, big up yourself. Father Dennis, big up yourself. A. Hutchinson, big up yourself. And big up to all of the silent watchers as well. Jai Joman, Josie Papin, good morning. So, if you're not yet a subscriber and you're here for the first time, please subscribe. See? Ricardo, big up yourself. So, I want to listen to this. This is the rudest shit me ever heard in my life. Listen to this. And this is a clip that was sent to me by none other than the great Father Dark Knight. So, big up Father Dark Knight for the audio. Good morning to my beautiful mother-in-law. Good morning, mommy. Listen to this, my people.
People the opportunity to ask you questions. And Punkus, look at this. You're going to be the guy.
And by the way, this is the little fish let me tell you about last night when named Noel. From we used to work for ITV. So in the pandy, I tell them say work for ITV. He don't work for ITV. He used to work for ITV. ITV fire him. Then fire him. See? And why they then scam him out of £20,000. See? So I don't know. I lie my tell say I work for ITV over them people. See, but listen to this. He might look for you come up and labor rights. Labor right bloggers, wanna stop go pa them people alive, wanna give them too much ear time. And I make them grow and blossom and them a fight against free agenda. When you go upon their life, you better sit down upon free and you come upon each other life. See, any better we do that.
Who obviously is very aligned with the Jamaica Labour Party. You've got an opportunity to ask him a question, and I'll just urge you, Punkus, to be respectful. What is your question?
I'm always respectful. Afternoon, Sir MP. I have two questions.
Why?
I have.
When you listen to Isaac Buchanan, a member of parliament, don't listen to his attitude, listen to him. I mean, Isprar Backa man, sir. Correction.
Getting information that your office has been closed for the duration of the hurricane and after the hurricane. So.
You're getting that information. Did you go there?
No, sir. My brothers and
he lives in the Netherlands.
Family members lived in. No, well, I'm answering the MP now. I'm capable of answering the MP question.
Yeah, but listen, 1 second, Punkus. Punkus, you're not going to come up here be feisty. I've given you the opportunity to come and ask a question, and I'm being transparent. You live in the Netherlands. He's asked you a question. No, there are other people that want to come, so I'm not going to have you taking over to do a Q&A. So go ahead.
So this brother that is called Noel is on TikTok, disguising as somebody that is neutral. It is clear as day that he's a pian. See, it is clear as day that he's sympathizing with them, because I'm sure he never come to Jamaica come vote yet.
Ask your question. Go ahead.
I have family members that live in Bombrook, sir.
Yeah.
And they say that they have visited your office and your office is closed.
All right, so I'm going to say this to your family member. There's a sign that says open. It's spelled OPEN. I know that some persons, and I don't know, only you could tell me, because I don't have the information as to whether or not your family members can read and write. But if they can't, then you have to let them.
You hear? And you hear them disrespect them?
Know that the sign is red.
Sir,
no, I'm being for real, because I live in Portland and my office is on Smash Road. What I can tell you is that the former MP's office is closed. So if your family are labor rights, obviously that office is going to be closed because that vase was broken. However, my office is open from Monday to Saturday, from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock, and I'm there all the time. My open hours is Friday, and I have it from 9 o'clock right up to 5 o'clock. No break at all. So I'm just letting you know that. And let your family also know that my office is non-political. You don't need to bring an ID to say who you vote for. I don't care. Election done. I'm just ask that at a time like this, you don't need to be political for anything. I might know your family members, and I love everybody, believe me when I tell you this. So that type of vitriol that you're coming at me with is misinformation, and you just need to let them know that if they need help, that's what I am there for, and they have no duty to vote for me. They don't have to like me.
So this is the member of parliament that called Jamaican people dunce. He say people them a Portland dunce. He must say open, he must spell open, and I ask if him and family then can spell open. He also called us monkey. See, this member of parliament is very rude and out of order,
Rooftop blow off to come and get the grant is government money, not mine. So they just need to understand that the taxpayers' money belongs to them. I don't see green and I don't see orange. Yeah, I want you to know that, because apparently you don't know who I am and you're just following a narrative that isn't so. There are videos where I was literally in the rain. I went and I opened shelters. I brought mattresses, food, I brought medication, I brought everything necessary, and still people say I am missing. Of course I'm going to be missing, because I'm everywhere in Portland. That's where I live. What I won't do is give my address, because that constituency has had a history of killing the member of parliament from the People's National Party. So that is why
So how would it kill a member of parliament? A Labour would kill him or a PNP? How would it kill him?
have security, and that's why my movements are secured. But I'm telling you that for the benefit of anybody.
By the way, the phone lines are open, my people. We open phone lines for early, just in case before we move on, people want to get something off their chest as it relates to this brother here, what them call Isprar Backa man. See?
That likes to be gadflies and just mischief makers. All right?
So I can respond to you now?
Go ahead.
Son of Punkus, one second. Son of Punkus, 1 second. It's a Q&A. What I will do, I'll open the floor to you to come back when Isaac's left, if that's okay, because I just got two more people.
I did say I have 2 questions.
I know, but Punkus, why is it going to be one rule for you and then everybody else?
You know what, Sir Isaac? Thank you for your time, sir. Okay.
You can message me. You can message me on TikTok and we continue the conversation.
No, that's okay, sir.
All right. Blessings to you.
So I know that the local community.
I can't stand the name Noel. See, and a P6 go blow him up over there, you know. P6 run panning live, you know. I make him blow up, so you know, make everybody the panning live now, you know. For they run him my friend there, you know. I'm glad me left over TikTok. See? But anyway, like I said, we're going to move on into something now where some more good news, and I know we like to play, we'll create AI audio them. Some more good news that is happening in Jamaica. Like I said, the phone line is open, so if anybody want to call in now, do it now. See? I think we just had a missed call by the way. Check. Yes, Hello? Dennis. Morning.
Yeah, morning, though. How you do?
I'm there, you know. Tell me now.
Aye. Yeah, with the on the ground as usual, you know. Some not too depressing news coming out of Jamaica, you know. Well, I see the JCF, you know, unaliving 3 criminals.
Yeah.
That's a good news. You know, that tells us that
another one was unalive in Montego Bay last night as well.
Yes, man. I like to hear that, you know, because these are the ones that bringing down Jamaica, you know, and it tells us the police strategy is working. Dr. Horace Chang has, you know, resourced the JCF, and we are seeing the results, you know. You know, we still have a little way to go, but we are getting there, you know, with the use of technology, because I saw a clip this morning when the same guys, that the same 3 guys that were unalive, they went to a bar and they shelled down the bartender and some other patron in the bar. They just stand aside and just allow the guys to do their thing. And then they went somewhere else. And the video technology caught them, same 3 guys, in that Honda Fit. And now they are history. So I'm happy.
So you remember the other day when I tell us that we have some technology we not too want to talk about. So Jamaica is now boasting.
Yes, man.
Jamaica is now boasting.
Yes, man.
Facial recognition.
Yes, man.
Cameras.
And I believe more citizens now need to invest into CCTV technology, because that's the way to go. That's the way you catch them. In the UK, policemen don't use firearms here.
Nope.
And everywhere you go, there is cameras set all over the place. So thieves and criminals will think twice.
And then camera can unmask you. Then can take off your mask and see what that hit. So if you ever wear a mask, you
yes, man. The technology is such now, you know, that you can unmask these guys, you know. You don't need to physically go in front of them. The technology is there that can unmask them. And that's where we need to go. We are getting there. It will take a little time, you know. But I was so baffled by this MP. This MP of, is it East Portland?
East Portland,
yes. Isprar.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Let me tell you, see, Jamaica, we don't learn. I don't think we learn. This man was on CVM TV calling Jamaica people monkey. And you see what we did? We swap Anne-Marie for him. I was part of the process anyway.
But careless people.
He was swapped. He was swapped. And you see how he's behaving now. You see how he's behaving. Him disrespect them left, right, and center. And this is how he is. This is how he is. This is no mistake. And people must understand. They say whatever them vote for, they must take what them get now because they voted for this man. So
maybe that them want, you know, because PNP people them like disorder and dysfunction and lawlessness. So that them want.
Yes. So, you know, I'm glad too that our Prime Minister came out yesterday and he spoke in length, you know, about what is happening with what is happening on the ground and, you know, the next phase in which they are going to take the disaster, you know, situation. Because people think that, you know, I mean, after the food, you know, providing food and all of that, the process is next.
Well, and Dennis, make a general announcement. So for people who wasn't on the live last night and is here this morning, I will play the Prime Minister's interview almost in its entirety until me did a drop asleep and I fall in my bed. But the Prime Minister of Jamaica is telling the people of Jamaica that if you can build back a house, then go ahead. But there are grants there to help you as well. And if you can't build back a house, the government of Jamaica will provide one to you. They will be building you back a house. But I know something will happen overnight, so you have to bear a little patience. So the Prime Minister is saying that he will build you back a home if you cannot afford to do so yourself. Go ahead, my boss.
Yes, and it goes to what I wanted to say in regards to, you know, some people, because I hear people crying out. What is the government doing? What is it? The government can't help everybody, and we know that.
Yep.
They are trying. But at the same time, we were on this discussion a couple of days ago, and I said, before this hurricane came about, the country was running. The country was running well. There was no one starving. There was no one complaining that they're hungry and all of that. And I believe people must have put aside some money in their bank account, and they must have put some things in place. Now, I'm saying the government is willing to help, but you have to start. You have to help yourself too.
The reality
you
is,
can't depend, you can't.
The reality is, some people just can't go help themselves, and some people never put on no money. But the vast majority of people should have something.
I understand that. That's true.
Yeah,
that's
something.
true. But there are persons in our society there that can help themselves, and you have to help yourself, and then government can, you know, come in and pitch in and do their part. But we can't expect everybody. You understand? Can remember, we have people in shelter, we have people in the golden age home, we have people in the infirmary, we have people in the hospital. So government alone can't do it. I mean, here every day I hear people get up, government do. It can't work like that. We have to help. The private sector is helping, and everybody have to you know, do their little part. You understand? But for those who possibly can't help themselves, don't wait on government.
Yeah, enough people.
Do your part.
Enough people now waiting. Enough people put on back their roof. Enough people do what they can do already. You see me? I say enough people. Enough people.
I am happy too that the number of person that is in the shelter is not a lot. It's about, they said, roughly about 1.2. 1,200. Sorry, 1,200.
1,300.
So it means that.
Fine.
Yeah. It means that we are getting somewhere. So I'm hoping, and I believe that, you know, with this, you know, Jamaica people are resilient people, and I believe that we will rise back to the occasion.
The government is also purchasing purpose-built container homes. Also, China in some of those said homes temporarily until the government can build back. I use this opportunity now to build some purpose-built tower blocks and some communities where take them off of the coastline and just build somewhere nice. So
we have We have to move inland. We have to move away from the coastline, as what the Prime Minister has been saying. Because if you notice I was watching a video yesterday with Black River, and when you look at how the buildings were demolished, you can see that the sea and the wind had a lot of impact on it, because it's like a war-torn situation. So if we can't continue to build close to our seashore and all of that, we have to move away from that, because
many years ago, communities and those little townships should have been moved inland long time ago. It's just because back in a colonial time and before, we used to have those kind of sea communities for sugar cane and for all of these things for export. That was a big part of the thing that time, export. So for years now, when we got industrial in the early 1900s, so late 1800, early 1900, those townships should have moved inland, you know. But nobody did. Nobody tried to move it.
And I think we will learn from this. We will learn from this a whole lot, because there's a community in St. Elizabeth called Parity. I think the MP Floyd Green lives in that community, and there are some beautiful houses down there. Very beautiful, because it's one of those, they call it the Las Vegas of Jamaica. Or it's a lot of wealthy people. And if you see the level of destruction that takes place down there, I believe that we have to start thinking better now. We can't build our house right next door to the sea. It doesn't make any sense, because we are going to end up with this climate change situation. We are going to end up on the losing side. And I think this is a learning lesson to all those people.
Somebody say
not gonna build.
Somebody say, ensure the Prime Minister says so he can build big hotels. Then little better we build big hotel on the coast so people can get work. As long as we have a little beach, public beach where we can go, you know. It don't make sense the hotel build this, so when hurricane come and mash down the hotel people don't have to build back the hotel. And we house they're safe up in the hills are away from the beach. I want to them man people.
No, man, we have to rethink, man. We have to rethink. This is a wake-up call for us. Wake-up call for us. Right in the 14 parishes of Jamaica, we have to rethink and think. We can't build close to the seashore anymore, because we have seen the massive destruction of what happens in Black River, what happened in Westmoreland and in Montego Bay. So we have to read, and I think the Prime Minister is thinking in that way, and I believe other people will follow suit. You understand? I am happy that, you know, it is this administration that has, you know, that dealt with COVID is dealing with this thing, because if it was somebody else, you know, dog name is up, you know. Dog and puss on them, even then John Crowder with them attack about to eat with supper.
Yeah, man.
But I am happy to see that, you know, we are picking up the pieces and we are moving forward. You know, it's gonna take us a couple of years, but we are gonna get there. And that's my 2 cents.
I was also told that work commenced on the Harmony Beach Park to put it back to normal, my people. So work already commenced there. The fire in Cave, I don't know when it was, but you know, it's very concerning to me, because it is near my daughter's home. See? So it is very concerning to me. So I'll be trying to find out what happened. In idea. But you know, I'm sure they will get it under control. Somebody probably just like one little rubbish heap and it get out of control.
And then with if there is no rain that is falling now, and then with this whole heap of dry trees, you know, that is a recipe for disaster again, you know.
Yeah.
But we hope for the best. We hope for the best, too. I'm gonna jump off now and give somebody else an opportunity to, you know, make their comments. All right, bro. Bless up yourself.
Much respect for the thing there, you know. See?
Yeah, man. Bless up.
All right. So, guys, all of the persons that have donated to the cause, you know, we're still raising funds to do food passes still. You know, I'm sure, say, you know, there are persons who will still need this help. I am still a couple of weeks out, you know, but we continue to raise funding. So whether $10, $20, $5, whatever, we have a PayPal. If you're going to the post section at this page, this channel, there's a post section where I post things. Just look there, you'll see the barcode, the QR code. Sorry, you just scan it and you can donate there on PayPal. See, every dollar will be going to that cause. See, and big up to everybody that has donated so far. Now, guys, I realize say, I'm gonna start watching ads them again. What happened? Me and I gonna have things, you know. I want me spring and bite out somebody neck chain. Don't ramp with me. Anyway, let's get into it, my people. We got some more good news. The work in Jamaica continues, even though we are going through some hardship right now. All of the things that have been planned and all of the things that government have a hand in, they're still going ahead. Nothing have been paused, my people. See? So listen to this.
Forget what you think you know about luxury in Dubai. Forget the sprawling resorts of the Maldives. Because right now, on the coast of Jamaica, a resort is rising from the ground that is so massive, so ambitious, it won't just become the tallest building in the nation, it will change the island's landscape forever. This isn't just another hotel, it's a statement. A $700 million behemoth designed to launch Jamaica into a whole new stratosphere of global tourism. They're calling it the Moon Palace Grand Montego Bay, and its scale is almost terrifying. We're talking 1,200 luxury suites, over a dozen restaurants, and a water park so big it could practically be its own theme park. This is one of the largest private tourism.
Yes, I will know say PNP them and an ambition. I'm gonna say hotel, I be a hotel, I be. They're coming with jobs. These will be on stream. So when the government transition next year into minimum wage, because that is still happening, the 32,000 is still happening as well. They not change. See? So when these things come online, you'll be able to be paid more than 32,000 a week for your minimum wage. See? So this is coming with a lot more jobs. 1,200 rooms, a lot of jobs, my people.
Projects in the nation's history. In this video, we're taking you inside the mind-blowing construction of the Moon Palace Grand. We'll show you the government strategy that made it happen, reveal the incredible amenities designed to redefine luxury, and explain how this one single project is set to rewrite Jamaica's future, right from the heart of the Caribbean. For decades, the world has known Jamaica as a paradise. The name alone brings up images of white sand beaches, the smooth rhythm of reggae, and that laid-back, no-problem vibe that has charmed millions. It's a brand built on natural beauty and culture, a formula that made it a giant of Caribbean tourism. The North Coast from Negril to Ocho Rios is lined with resorts that have perfected the all-inclusive vacation. They are masters of delivering sun, sea, and pure relaxation. But in a world of hyper-competition, where shiny new destinations pop up constantly, even paradise has to evolve.
So Jamaica is not lifestyle. Jamaica is not planning to be lingering over this issue for many years. So the government is prepared to borrow. See, so we are going to have to take loans. So between the cat ban and other things, we can find up to $1.8 billion of our own money to kickstart the thing. Like there is $8.8 billion worth. Half of that will go through insurance, all of these things. So half of it is not the government's responsibility. So if your house tear down, if you did have a mortgage, if you did have insurance by your house, that will sort out itself. Now the other half, say 4 point something billion, the government will find that over several years. And we will build back. A simple thing. It is so bad like how we think, you know. It is catastrophic, the damage, but you know, building it back and fixing it back, it might not be too bad like how we think. See?
For years, Jamaica's tourism model was all about beautiful resorts that spread out horizontally, hugging the coastline. It was a successful model, but maybe one with limits. As travelers started looking for bigger, more integrated luxury experiences, Jamaica found itself at a crossroads. The question wasn't just how to get more tourists, but how to attract a new kind of tourist, the kind that looks for the monumental, the spectacular, the kind that might otherwise book a flight to see the futuristic skylines of Dubai. The nation's leaders knew that to compete on that level, they couldn't just build another hotel. They needed a quantum leap. They needed a project so bold it would force the world to see Jamaica in a new light. It was time to move past the familiar image of a vacation paradise and build a new identity as a global powerhouse. This was about more than tourism. It was about national ambition. The stage was set for a revolution, and the ground was about to be broken on its stunning centerpiece. And right now, on 68 acres of prime real estate in a place literally named Success, Street James, that revolution is taking shape. This isn't some subtle shift. It's a full-scale reinvention in concrete and steel. Let's be clear. The Moon Palace Grand Montego Bay is a monster of a project, and we mean that as the highest compliment. The developer behind this colossal build is the Palace Company, a Mexican hospitality giant famous for its high-end, all-inclusive resorts. And this isn't their first trip to Jamaica. A decade ago, they made a big splash with a $250 million investment to create the Moon Palace Jamaica in Ocho Rios. That was a huge success, creating over 1,200 local jobs. But what they're building in Montego Bay completely dwarfs that. This is a $700 million bet on Jamaica's future. At the groundbreaking ceremony in August 2025, the sheer scale of the vision became crystal clear. We're talking about a development with 1,200 luxury suites. To put that in perspective, that's more rooms than many small towns have people. The hotel itself is planned to soar around 30 stories into the sky, which will officially make it the tallest hotel in Jamaica, towering over the legendary Jamaica Pegasus in Kingston. This vertical design is a radical break from the low-rise resorts that have defined the Jamaican coast for generations. It's a sign that the country is entering a new phase of development, one that is grander and unapologetically modern.
Yes, so that is definitely true, Mama Sonia. There are Jamaicans who think that the catastrophe ban, where the government will get cash to come and distribute to persons. And I believe the PNP believe that as well, because them don't understand most things we are going there. They don't understand most of the things we are going there either. They believe that also, that they will get their hand on cash and they will be able to use it to do whatever. But that is not how it works. See? Good morning, Denise. See? We will, big up yourself, Owen. We will use that money to do what the government say it was to do, or it is to do. See? And I have all faith and trust in Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness is the most trustworthy Prime Minister Jamaica has ever seen. He is the most caring, loving, and kind Prime Minister Jamaica has ever seen. Most hardworking Prime Minister that Jamaica has ever seen. And all the naysayers, they are the ones now. Most of the naysayers are them mash up now. And Mark Golden or the PNP can't help them. Or L.A. Lewis or any of the bloggers them want to see. I make up one heap of nice. As a matter of fact, I have been watching. And almost all of the PNP bloggers them I see. Except for Anjay Stevens. I beg your pardon. Angay Stevens. See? Except for him. I don't see none of them left for them there. Especially when them are foreign. I don't see none of them left for them there and go down to Jamaica go help, I don't see none of them do that. You don't see that? Because I don't see it. I don't really follow PNP still, so if they don't do it, you can't tell me. But I don't see it.
It's right on what some are calling the Las Vegas Strip of Jamaica, a corridor in the Rose Hall area already buzzing with other hotel projects. The government, through its Urban Development Corporation, deliberately sold this land for competitive development, making sure this prime spot would be used for a project of national importance. This isn't just a hotel popping up on a random beach. It's a calculated move in a grand plan to turn Montego Bay into one of the most powerful luxury hubs in the Western Hemisphere.
I third project now this way I go on in a last week in a Montego Bay. Now you see what I show you. The government has a concerted plan to turn Montego Bay into something like Miami. See? And with every link, every one of these buildings is a link in the chain. See? So you see when you pass Sangster International Airport and I head down the stretch of road there and I go towards Chilani, all of this so I go be developed. All of this so I go be commerce, hotel, all of these things. The whole of this so I go be developed. It go turn into Montego Bay. It go turn this in a hip strip, my people. See? Big up Mr. Vernon as well.
Project this massive doesn't just happen. It's the result of a deliberate government policy designed to attract exactly this kind of game-changing investment. Speaking at the groundbreaking, Prime Minister Andrew Holness put it plainly, stating, "It didn't happen by chance. It is because of deliberate instrumental policy and government action that ensure that this is the outcome that we seek." For years, the Jamaican government has been working to create a stable, growth-oriented environment, signaling to the world that Jamaica is a safe place for investors to take big, calculated risks. The decision by the Palace Company to nearly triple its investment in Jamaica is the ultimate proof that the strategy worked. It's a massive vote of confidence from a major global player. As the Prime Minister noted, this kind of risk-taking is what fuels real economic growth. But why this project? And why now? It all comes down to the economics of modern tourism. It's not just about the number of visitors anymore. It's about the value of each visitor. A mega resort like the Moon Palace Grand is built to attract a higher spending crowd, travelers who expect and can afford the absolute peak of luxury. This increases the revenue per tourist, which sends powerful ripples through the whole economy. The economic impact starts with jobs, and the numbers are just staggering. The Moon Palace Grand is expected to create around 3,000 local jobs once it's complete. That's a huge number that promises to...
You hear that? 3,000 jobs once it is complete, and that are permanent jobs. Eh? Whenever see PNP do ambitious something, they never.
...be a powerful engine for the Jamaican economy. Keeper and Champer, the C...
Matter of fact, the only time Mr. PNP try attempt to do something like that is under Mama P, where Mama P was giving you 1 day worth of work under operation called Jeep, and then say you were employed for that 1 day. So you out of 1 month you work for 1 day, and then Mama P was going to say that you're employed because you get a pay. See, so you get pay for it, Mama P would have done say you're employed, and then make it seem as if unemployment rate is coming down. That's how terrible people did deal with it. That's how terrible set of people did deal with it in Jamaica. You know, just stay there.
CEO of the Palace Company spoke directly to this, saying his vision is to create opportunities so good that talented Jamaicans can build a career at home instead of leaving. And this plan goes beyond the resort walls. One of the most forward-thinking government requirements for new hotels is that they include housing for workers. The Palace Company has fully embraced this, announcing plans to build 500 staff apartments nearby. This is a game changer. For too long, hotel workers on the North Coast have dealt with long, expensive commutes. By building dedicated staff housing, the project directly tackles this problem, improving the quality of life for the very people who will be the heart and soul of the resort. So, what does a $700 million investment actually buy you? What's the wow factor that will pull the world's elite to Montego Bay? Let's take a look inside the kingdom of luxury that is the Moon Palace Grand. First, the rooms. The resort will have 1,200 beautifully designed suites, but the real headliners are the exclusive overwater bungalows.
As this done, me and Shanice are going to cock up with leg for two days and 2 nights. I like, baby. I like you picture them and me and see. But this is still, you know.
For years, those were the signature of faraway places like the Maldives or Bora Bora. Now, they're coming to Jamaica on a huge scale. Imagine waking up with the Caribbean Sea just inches below your private deck. That single feature is a direct challenge to the world's most iconic luxury spots. Then there's the food. The resort will have more than 13 world-class restaurants and bars. And forget what you think you know about all-inclusive food. This is a culinary universe designed for every possible taste, from high-end international dishes to authentic Jamaican flavors. It's going to be a destination for foodies all by itself. When it comes to wellness, the scale is, once again, breathtaking. The Moon Palace Grand will be home to Jamaica's largest spa. Think of it as a temple of tranquility, offering cutting-edge therapies and treatments designed for total rejuvenation. But it's not all quiet contemplation. This place is a self-contained world of entertainment. For families, there will be a massive, thrilling water park. Add to that a flow rider or surf simulator, letting you catch a perfect wave whenever you want, and even a multi-lane bowling alley. It's an entertainment ecosystem where there's never a dull moment. And finally, the visual centerpiece, a spectacular third-level infinity pool with panoramic views of the Caribbean Sea. Imagine floating on the edge of the world, drink in hand, looking out at the endless turquoise horizon. This is the kind of iconic, Instagram-worthy feature that defines a world-class resort. When you put it all together, the overwater bungalows, the gourmet food, the country's largest spa, the water park, and that stunning infinity pool, the picture becomes clear. This isn't just a hotel. It's a kingdom of luxury, a destination within a destination, designed to set a new, almost impossibly high bar for hospitality in the Caribbean. The rise of the Moon Palace Grand isn't happening in a vacuum. It's the anchor of a much bigger transformation happening across Jamaica.
You know, when I go to Europe, my people, now everywhere in our world is never 100% safe. But you know, when I go to Europe, I'm in a hotel, I can venture out of a hotel and I can go sightseeing, I can go other places, and I get a cab or whatever, and I go other places, or you can rent a vehicle and you go other places and you feel safe. No, this is the same image or the same destination that Andrew Holness is trying to get Jamaica to. So you come to a nice hotel, but you want to venture out, go look, go feel the culture, the realness of the culture. One thing we need to make certain we fix in Jamaica as well, we need to fix the traffic situation in Jamaica. So we're not supposed to only build massive roads. The laws of the roads must be obeyed as well. And we must get strict now. So when time you do not obey the rules, so for example, the road at 50 miles per hour, 50 kilometers per hour, so that's our 30 miles per hour you're supposed to drive. See? 80 kilometers an hour, that's our 50 miles per hour. See? If you are caught doing 100, 110, 150, for example, the national speed limit in England is 70 miles per hour, which is 110 kilometers. See? If you are caught going 90, 100, anything exceeding 90, automatic ban at England. Your license gone for 6 months or a year. Ban. We need to start do them things there at Jamaica. Parking, when you are caught parking, we are not supposed to park, fine, and you can't get out of it. See, and the longer you take for pay, and more money supposed to go on money. That means that you pay fast. See, when you are caught several times doing the same things, take away the vehicle and crush it. We get it metal. Government can start a scrap metal business. So when we catch you at Brokila all the time, when you're not here, you get 3 strike, and you're still not here, especially taxi man them, take away the vehicle, crush the vehicle, and we sell the metal as scrap metal. See, simple as that.
Especially around Montego Bay. This one project is a catalyst, creating a ripple effect that promises to reshape not just tourism, but the surrounding communities. The government and the palace...
Yeah, man. Dahlia, if you are caught going 90 or 95, they will allow you if you go 80. They will give you 3 points and allow you. But anything over 85, 90, 95, straight ban at England. You're banned. See?
Company are thinking way beyond the resort's fence. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett has championed a philosophy of inclusive tourism, making sure the benefits of these huge projects flow back to local communities. The Moon Palace Grand is set to be the flagship example of this. The plans are as ambitious as the hotel itself. There's a vision to build a tourism innovation township in the areas around the resort. The local John Rowlands Success Primary School is set for an expansion that will include Jamaica's first tourism early childhood incubator. The local clinic in Barretttown will be replaced by a brand new health center, providing much better medical care for thousands of residents. A new police station and a modernized community park are also part of this vision. Gibran Chapper and Palace Resorts have personally pledged to help develop this new town by upgrading schools and parks and enhancing public beaches for everyone. It shows a deep understanding that the resort's health is tied directly to the well-being of the people who live and work around it. This development is also designed to spark a local circular economy. Minister sees a future where small businesses in nearby communities are set up to supply the hotels with things like sheets, towels, and candles. It creates a loop as travelers increasingly look for destinations that balance opulence with a conscience.
We chip out a while ago, guys, but through me did hold on my head, me don't know after how long. So me don't know if we don't miss out part of the audio, but we chip out a while ago. And when me look up, me realize say, we need to try and reconnect back. See? So me don't know if we might hear the live go dead a while ago, me don't know. You not hear me?
Moon Palace Grand, therefore, is more than a landmark of luxury. It's a symbol of a new social contract in Jamaican tourism. Let's circle back to where we started. Forget Dubai. That statement is more than just a catchy hook. It's the core idea behind this whole transformation. The Moon Palace Grand Montego Bay is Jamaica planting its flag on the world stage and declaring it's ready to compete at the highest level. For too long, when people thought of jaw-dropping resort experiences, their minds probably went to the Persian Gulf or Asia. Jamaica was loved for its soul, its culture, its natural beauty, but maybe not for the sheer audacity of its buildings. This project is about to change that narrative forever. It redefines the very image of Caribbean hospitality. The facts speak for themselves. The tallest hotel in the nation, the country's largest spa, one of the biggest private investments in Jamaican history. This isn't just an upgrade, it's a paradigm shift. It tells the world that the Caribbean isn't just for laid-back beach trips, but a region that can produce.
And this just goes to show you the confidence that, investors have in this government. At no point in time under the PNP, we see nobody come in and spend 200 million, 300 million, 400 million, 500, 600, 700 million one time, even $1 billion. We never see that yet. People trust this government. See? So them invest because they trust the government.
Icons of global luxury. This bold statement is coming at the perfect time. Jamaica's tourism sector is already booming, with record visitor numbers being reported. The island's brand is strong. The Moon Palace Grand will be like pouring gasoline on an already burning fire. It will become a landmark that attracts visitors all on its own, a bucket list destination people will travel across the world to see. This is about more than concrete and steel on a beach. It's the physical form of a nation's ambition. It's a symbol of confidence and a testament to a long-term strategy playing out in spectacular fashion. When this resort opens its doors, it will send a clear message. Jamaica isn't just keeping up with the world, it's ready to lead. So there you have it. The Moon Palace Grand Montego Bay is more than just a mega resort. It's a game changer, a skyline definer, and a future shaper. It's a $700 million bet on Jamaica, and from everything we've seen, it's a bet that's going to pay off for generations to come. But what do you think? Is this the future of Jamaican tourism? Can one hotel really redefine a country's brand on the world stage?
So this is happening all over my people. There's also a massive hotel coming in Paradise in Westmoreland. See? So we are working on the specific of that as well to bring it to the people. I believe that will create another 3,000 jobs down there for the Savlamar people. Hopefully they take you and go look work. And we now hear some people that come from St. Elizabeth and people that come from Moby and far as Oterias job. They hope they take up a job them up there. So see, there are others, I am sure. We spoke about the one, there's a luxury compound being built in Oterias, and I am sure you guys know that, Oterias is almost out of space, my people. People are buying property up the left, right, and center. Right now, we can't afford nothing about Oterias. Up there, so I run like hot bread, hot commodity. See? So, in Westmoreland, we get a massive hotel. Next year, sometime, ground will be broken for the 4th International Airport in Jamaica. That will provide another 3,000 to 5,000 jobs down there in Westmoreland. So Westmoreland people then soon have work in abundance. They have a ball. There should be a bamboo factory. I remember I don't know if someone did there when Moreland Wilson did come on the live. And Moreland Wilson spoke about a bamboo factory that will be built in Western Westmoreland. See? There are several things coming, my people. Several things coming for the western side of the island. There's also a urban center like the one in St. Thomas that will be built in Negril. The Harmony Beach Park will also a beach park in Negril similar to the Harmony Beach Park as well. All of these ground will be broken for them next year. See, early to mid next year. The Savlamar Hospital, Savlamar is getting a new $1 billion hospital as well. Ground will be broken for that. Well, they already done the groundbreaking, so will begin sometime next year as well for that. The money has already been allocated. So, whole heap of things Labour right are going to do for Westmoreland. Westmoreland people then just can't wait and couldn't wait and they're ungrateful. See? So, they hurry up and vote out the government. But all of these things were planned for Westmoreland and they're still coming. See? So, I'm going to stay tuned for that. Right? Now, back to Isprar Backa, man. You know, I want to circle back on that little bit. Why if he circle back? Now, Isaac kind of strike me as somebody that is arrogant. He strike me as somebody that is effeminate. He strike me as somebody that is abrasive. He strike me as somebody that is very rude and out of order. Now, a constituent was asking him, I will play back a clip so I can get like a refresh memory. Because I don't want to misquote him no time at all. So I'm going to listen to this again.
People the opportunity to ask you questions. And Punkus, look at this. You're going to be the guy who obviously is very aligned with the Jamaica Labour Party. You've got an opportunity to ask him a question. And I'll just urge you, Punkus, to be respectful. What is your question?
I am always respectful. Afternoon, Sir MP. I have two questions.
Why?
I have getting information offices has been closed for the duration of the hurricane and after the hurricane. Is that so?
You're getting that information. Did you go?
No. You're the MP and I said to you, I got information that your office have been closed through and before the hurricane. And as member of parliament, my answer should be to you, no sir, no way. My office was open. I was on the ground. I was doing so and so, you know, and whoever told you that is probably misquoting, you know, anybody who told you that is simply spreading misinformation. But I was there. The office was open from this time to this time. And I was out and in the field doing this and that. So maybe they came there and I was not there. But, you know, somebody was at the office and it was open. So and so and so. That should be the answer that he gave to his constituent. Now, granted, me and Punkus are a friend. See, Punkus disrespect me for no reason at all because he takes side with some people and diss me. See, I mean, any man and no friends. I mean, I defend him in a business about him. But me just I say, in general, see, in general, if a constituents come to you and have certain questions for you, why are you being so defensive? Anyway, we continue to listen to people.
You're getting that information. Did you go there?
No, sir. My brothers and
he lives
sisters
in the
and other
Netherlands.
family members live in. No, well, I'm answering the MP now. I'm capable of answering the MP question.
Yeah, but listen, 1 second, Punkus. Punkus, you're not going to come up here be feisty. I've given you the opportunity to come and ask a question, and I'm being transparent.
And this brother, I go like my dog's bollocks. You know, I say my behave. You know, like he's like indeed he can make party. I say my behave. This brother have name Noel. See? But anyway, we can't do the listen.
Transparent. You live in the Netherlands. He's asked you a question. There are other people that want to come, so I'm not going to have you taking over to do a Q&A. So go ahead. Just ask your question. Go ahead.
I have family members that live in Bombrook, sir.
Yeah.
And they say that they have visited your office and your office is closed.
All right, so I'm going to say this to your family member. There's a sign that says open. It's spelled O-P-E-N. I know that some...
No, when you look at a constituent and say, I'm going to say this to your family. There's a sign that says OPEN. So we need for all of this sass and this, you know, game of sexual behavior that is happening here. What is the reason for all of that? Somebody explain it to me in the comment section. That is very disgusting. And this is somebody that we have elected. I mean, by now, this is not a person that have any moral already. And should not be in the position that he's in because his moral codes are messed up. His moral standing is not right. So the very fact that he was elected to sit in our House of Parliament, already a criminal, and look how he might behave now. Show you so them people they don't care. And because of the type of leader we they have, one would not expect any better from them anyways.
I know that some persons, and I don't know, only you could tell, because I don't have the information as to whether or not your family members can read and write. But if they can't, then you have to let them know that the sign is red.
Sir,
No, I'm being for real because I live in Portland and my office is on Smash Road. What I can tell you is that the former MP's office is closed. So if your family are labor rights, obviously that office is going to be closed because that valve was broken. However, my office is open from Monday to Saturday, from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock, and I'm there all the time. My open hours is Friday, and I have it from 9 o'clock right up to 5 o'clock. No break at all. So I'm just letting you know that. And let your family also know that my office is non-political. You don't need to bring an ID to say who you vote for. I don't.
So, and I want every labor right to hear me now. You see when I'm on TikTok, I don't see Noel, because look, Punkus have two questions to ask. He asked one of them, see? And after I asked the one that he asked, and he needed to move on to the next one, Noel completely cut him off. That tells you that this is a bias platform. Mine is bias enough, but me over TikTok. So here what me I tell you now. Labor rights that goes on TikTok that is here now. Whenever I see Noel is live on a reporting page and take it down. Report it. Me say that. I mean I say it out of bad mind. I say it out of because of the foolishness when I'm carry on with over there, the disrespect. When I report it and take it down. Me say that. Anytime I see it, I report it too.
Here, election done. I'm just ask that at a time like this, you don't need to be political for anything. I might know your family members and I love everybody, believe me when I tell you this. So that type of literal that you're coming at me with is misinformation, and you just need to let them know that if they need help, that's what I am there for, and they have no duty to vote for me. They don't have to like me. If them rooftop blow off, tell them to come and get the grant. It's government money, not mine. So they just need to understand that the taxpayers' money belongs to them. I don't see green and I don't see orange. Yeah? I just wrote,
If you don't see green and you don't see orange, why she a behave so? My people. Yeah? Why Isprar a behave so? My people. Eh?
I want you to know that because apparently you don't know who I am and you're just following a narrative that isn't so. There are videos where I was literally in.
Well, that happened to Punkus. Fuck him. Sorry, I beg the part of the people. He did come by live and post me already for war me. Eh? But he can't war them over there now. Him have over there. They humble him. Blood clot, yeah. Sorry, people.
The rain. I went and I opened shelters. I brought mattresses. I brought food. I brought medication. I brought everything necessary. And still people say I am missing. Of course I'm going to be missing because I'm everywhere in Portland. That's where I live. What I won't do is give my address because that constituency has had a history of killing the member of parliament from the People's National Party. So that is why I have security and that's why my movements are secured.
Moderator, block Jason Brown off our live, please. Moderator, thank you. We do not allow propaganda on this platform, Jason Brown. So you can skedaddle now. You shocking wild animal. Get away from here.
But I'm telling you that for the benefit of anybody that likes to be gadflies and just mischief makers. All right?
So I can respond to you now?
Go ahead.
Son of Punkus, one second. Son of Punkus, 1 second. It's a Q&A. What I will do, I'll open the floor to you to come back when Isaac's left, if that's okay, because I just got two more people.
I did say I have 2 questions.
I know, but Punkus, why is it going to be one rule for you and then everybody else?
I could me tell Noel and Isaac figure near them out sitting and run them from here and come off of their life. I should have been. I could be. I would have dissed them. I would just come off of their life. And that would happen. But that happened to me too enough. Anyway, my people, you know, when you are elected to serve the people, right, you serve them with grace and love and kindness. Me not say if you be soft and make people run over you and walk over you and tap in your face and tap by you. Me not say that. You can be loving. See, if you look at Everal Warmington, you know, everybody thinks that Everal Warmington is this demon, you know. But when you go in a constituency, PNP love him and JLP love him. Why do you think that is? Eh? Why do you think people that Everal Warmington constituency love him, PNP and JLP? Why do you think that is? Anybody can tell me in the comment section? Imanala say they have a history of killing PNP members of parliament. What that? I want MP dead there and a sick and then say a poison and poison. And in own PNP they would do it. Same like poison Dr. Jaws apparently. A PNP did do it and I never know nobody else. I never know nobody else, you know. Rough. Everal Warmington is a man that works for both sides of the divide. He work. And he loving to the people them. See? He loving to them. But in stern, they know so they're not supposed to ramp with him because he in rank. This is not what is happening here. This brother is being completely and utterly disrespectful. And this is not how you serve the people. You know, this is not how you should serve the people either. You know, we treat people with respect. People have different opinion from us. You know, I might say most of what I say now because I'm a blog, you know, and it suits for the agenda. But if I were in the position, I would have to work in the best interest of everybody on both sides of the divide. Now I know that it is my duty to take care of my people because those are the persons that will vote for me. But that no means me that treat the others worse off. From the very outset, or from the very onset of this conversation, you hear that because they know Punkus to be affiliated in some way with the Labour Party. The MP was completely out of it already. He was completely out of it already, wanting to, you know, show Punkus. But like I said, that happened to him. Because me would have never go on a live with Ice. Me would have never do it. You can't catch me on a live with Damian Crawford. Me prefer to call a JLP member of parliament. And as a matter of fact, there was a time when I was hosting members of parliament on my live. Our caretaker, member of parliament, caretaker, on here. We had several of them on here. So I'd rather to sit down and have a conversation with them and let them tell me what are their plans for the future, what they plan for doing in constituency and how things are going, what them are doing there already. Than to sit down on a live with any PNP. I'm going to read some of them comments because a long time I don't really go through some of the comments and look what I go on. I remember start this off my wife style. We know music, but if I had sense, they could not be bought. or they didn't buy all of Rhoda vote. Exactly. Some people I got always use pride and dignity. And then you have some people when I have none. None at all. You know nothing about them. No look at decorum, no class, nothing. Enough of them sit down in Westmoreland one day and say they nah go vote for George right. Because they don't see him, they don't get no money. They sit down and wait for money and don't go vote. You know what me think? Let me tell you what me think. It no matter who you vote for, you know. But I say if you sit down and not go vote, that means you're not involved in the running of the country, to me. And if you are not involved in the running of the country, there's no way you're supposed to complain about anything at all. That is how me see it. So if you vote for PNP and Labour right win the prime ministership, and that PNP win, that PNP that you vote for goes to parliament and represent you, is still a part of the government. So you still have representation. Member of parliament is to go and speak up for your right and for your things them so you can get them. That is his job or her job. But if you sit down and decide, say, you're not depend no side and you're not pick no side and you're not involved, there is no way. You're supposed to complain, say you're not on a road, you're not on a house, you're not nothing to be given to you. Now, obviously, I have people with different opinion. But this is mine. And I believe if you don't participate in the electoral process, don't complain, so you don't get nothing. So if you vote NP, you vote, you participated in the process. And if you vote JLP, you vote, you participated in the process. Your member of parliament might not win, but that does not stop you from asking now for the things them that you need to ask, because one way or the other, there's a representation there. It might not be the one that you voted for, but you voted nonetheless and you participated in the process. So if you're on the road now and you never vote, go and go sit down. Don't come out. Make your people ever vote, come ask for road. You know, in Australia, everybody have to vote. From once they reach voting age, you have to vote. It compulsory. If you don't vote, you can get a fine, and if you can't pay a fine in Australia. We not ask for mandatory voting in a Jamaica, but we are say, you know, if you did not vote and participate, because enough people have voter ID, they have ID and they don't participate. We have 1 million and odd registered voter, and how much people vote what day? Less than 1 million people vote. See? So if you don't participate in the process, don't come crying that you don't have this and you don't have that. Get away from in front of me, you shocking animal. You know, we must bring back civics, which I understand is back in school. We must add more things to social studies in school. We must go back to basic with a lot of the things that we need in school. We need to teach about our children them how to be more to say nationalists, but you know, that is too strong. But we must have some sense of national pride. You know, when I was going to primary school, we learned a lot about the national flower, the bloomaho, lignum vitae. We learned about the hummingbird. We learned about the national heroes. Not much was to learn about them, because we only have, you know, surface things. You know, even when you go a religious education class in Jamaica, most of it is skewed. Things that you are to be taught is not taught in school or taught in school. You know, a lot of it is left out. So we don't only need those things, we need to learn financial education as well. That must be a part of it. We must learn technological things, IT, AI, all of that must be included now. And we cannot leave out politics. It is a big part of Jamaican people's daily living, politics. And not only Jamaican people, anywhere in the world you go, it is political. Politics run things. So I like people that will love talk about bun Babylon and bun politics and politics and bun prime minister and bun this and win on with neutral. Did you know? And this goes to most of the Rastafari, them who we know so them are PNP, just disguising as nothing. Did you know that in places like Ghana, Sierra Leone, you know, they accept us as West Africans. So you are allowed to move there and settle. So if it's the case where you believe that Jamaica is Babylon and you do not want to live in Jamaica anymore, you can head back home to Africa, you know, my G, and carry your gingeration them with you. And left a piece of land where you give me. You know, me will take it. But if it is a case where you can't live in a Jamaica because you don't want to deal with Anjo, and Anjo a thief, and Anjo have 20 gazillion, bazillion dollar, and he have 28, 78, 98 bank account, and he have all kind of illicit wealth, according to no. And Jamaica is inherently corrupt, and police are kill innocent people, and Jamaica soon sink. Lava, earthquake, everything I go take Jamaica. Come now, man. You know what we help, you know? See if you can find one flight carrying a Ghana. And I guarantee if you're not a progressive person, Ghana no want you. See if I can go to Sierra Leone. All of the rest of them. See if you can find on Ethiopia, no, man. See if you can find on Ethiopia. Not even them no want to do there, no, I guarantee. I guarantee you say the rest of them no welcome to Ethiopia. Guarantee. So instead of staying in your nation and being good stewards, it is okay to practice a religion. But just hold your car and be nation builders. Rasta progressive people think they have decent law-abiding Rasta, you know. You go out and take care of them empress and them picking them and deal with their household accordingly. But that is just their way of life. Yes, man, Mama Sonia, we need to bring back some semblance of national pride. You know, when we hear we pledge, we national pledge, and we national anthem, goosebumps supposed to take we. We need to bring that back in our society and teach we youth them. We have a chance now, you know. So we have bring down the murder rate. We have a chance now where we can influence a generation. So you see the people them we start at infant school now. We have a chance now to indoctrinate love in a day one day. Teach them how to be kind and loving. And we have to teach them to be informers as well. So when anything happen, them come and tell an adult. And that will grow in that generation. They will go through primary school like that, high school like that, and start their adult life like that. So we have to start think about these things, my people. And parents have to play their part. And where the government find that parents are neglecting these children and not playing their part, the government must remove that child and lock up the parents for neglect. With all of the building we take place in Jamaica, we need to build a prison, a supermax prison. We need a brand new prison, one for man and one for woman. So we can start locking one of them people when I obey law and not obey rules them. We have to move a society to the space they now. Have to. I don't know how easy it's gonna be when we have people like Backa, man. We have people like Damien Crawford, who is very lie. And every liar is a thief. You know, we have people like Nikisha Burchell, we call the First Lady, Yamed, no respect. Yeah, Mark Golding, when I no respect none at all. Yeah, Peter Bunting, who is very lie, we say government buy school bus to kill her for pitney them. You remember that? When you look at Julian Robinson's behavior in a debate, you look at Angela Brown-Burke behavior, Dana Scott Matley behavior. None of them you can look up to as a leader. That is the alternative in Jamaica. Oh, good God Almighty. If Jamaica ever make that mistake, I guarantee you every single thing that this government has achieved so far will be reversed. Guarantee. Yes, DUJON'S so right. They need to be school about our nation. Yeah, they need to be school about our nation. Alright. I agree with the prison and they should not have contact with outside. Exactly. You have seen the committee meeting where Mrs. Holness was laughing at Bunting. Yes, I saw it. So that's so terrible about Mrs. Holness just because she's doing her job. Such a shame. Exactly. And him think people still doesn't know where he live. And when I was going to school, we had to recite it every day. Yeah, exactly. When I go to school, we have to line up in a devotion and do a little prayers and little something. I never used to like it, you know, because I can't bother with turn up, especially when the sun come out, because I don't like the sun, you know. I'm a vampire. See it? We never used to like it, but, you know, it builds character, you know. They used to force me to go to church every Sunday. I never like that either. Church make me hear that me too loud. See? Every time I go to church, you know, I never chim. And through me now one day at church, I sit down in the church and use my finger and twine up the whole of me ear, my people. My stepmother shame and say, nah, come back. Sweet me. Every Sunday, me there, me yard, anyway, my father go him off to carry me. The reason we don't know his address is because he believe under man. Yes, Shadis started behavior and I'm telling you, say, she brought me out in the paper. No worry, when them can't pay back Maduro's money, they will see what God they serve. You know? Anyway, my people, we're going to call the live here. We'll be live this evening. I am going to work. I know I'm telling you, so I never go to work today. But, you know, I love money, my people. So I get all the girl over time. I got take it. See? So I'll soon this evening. We're off tomorrow. See? So 6 p.m. or between 6 and 7 p.m. this evening. See? So big up all 252 person who is here. Big up all 144 person who gave me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber. And I will soon this evening. See? Big up on yourself. Much love. Show our labor rights.